Up here? I'll do it up there like I did the other day. Every morning we do bullet coffee with our own coffee. We have some Sinatra. We have some Uganda. We got Uganda on our site, mollydogcoffee.com, all free shipping, always fresh. And then our breakfast blend. I think we have like it as BTTF, Back to the Future. Nothing in there. So we can start putting our grounds in there. Probably there's probably people who measure it. I do not. I probably should. There's probably a measuring thing for how strong you want it. Now you see our grounds in there. When you get this stuff in the mail, it's gonna smell good. It's gonna smell like coffee, fresh coffee. You don't overground like some companies do. It's gonna smell like around. I always felt like I equated coffee smells kind of like Christmas time. I don't know, it's just me, but and I only started drinking coffee like in my 20s, so I've been doing it for maybe like 20 years. So I'm not a big coffee. I wasn't a big coffee drinker before my 20s. Now in my 40s. Anyways, we're doing this. There's a shirt I made. Roger Sharp saved pinball back in New York, 1976. He had to go to court and play a machine, and tell them that it's not just a game of gambling. It's a game of not a game of chance. It's a game of skill. And he illustrated that in court, and then he saved pinball. That's my history of pinball, quick history of pinball. Anyways, we got a really sassy stuff.com is where you can get a mug like this that says Silence is Golden and stainless steel. You might want to wash this, hand wash this. Don't put this in the dishwasher. And then we have our top that has like a hole. So the ones that flip up, they usually like keep releasing the heat. This one is going to get a slow, and then you just drink it. Different colors. 20 ounce. That's a 20 ounce. Different colors though. All right, let's make our coffee. We do this every morning. Uh, I hope you are well on this Friday. I hope you're awake and having your coffee, whatever brand you drink. That's fine. We're not like saying, "Oh, you got to drink ours." I'm putting 20 ounces of. This usually takes about 10 minutes. If you're waiting anywhere for more than 10 minutes, realize that you can actually make bullet coffee at home in 10 minutes. There's a little bit in there, but not much. What's up? How are you? Good morning. Good morning. How did you sleep? How did you sleep? How did everyone sleep? I slept okay, I think. I don't know. I think it was a late night fall asleep, but all right. We're putting our coffee on. We have a big coffee. I really do like the YouTube features of like quick flip, but that's our coffee. I'll let that drip into there. We got our mug. There's some banana. Our coffee's here. What you should be running on Molly Dog Coffee. Doing good. Hi, how are you? Good morning. Good to see everybody. Thanks for the likes. When you like it, pushes us out. We don't tag this. We don't tag any of these. We just throw it up, and then we don't even hashtag or anything. We just let YouTube push us out. If they want to push us out, then they can push us out. But we talk about the coffee we're making, bullet coffee. We use this. We use it's Magic Bullet, and we use it in that. So I start building it. You got to kind of build this out. So a little sweetener. I'm using maple syrup. I don't know where the sugar. Oh, there is sugar. Yeah, we're growing multiple channels here on YouTube. We have come from TikTok where they ban us for saying anything about our business, so we don't even mess around with them. We'll see you. Have a good day. So this is a non-GMO, wholesome, zero calorie sweetener. I don't know if this is sugar. I don't even know where this came from. I'll put a little bit. You don't want a lot of sugar in your stuff. If you go to the Bucks, you're gonna get a lot of sugar. $7 worth of sugar when you could buy this whole thing for what's up? What's up, son? How are you? That's my son. Go follow my son. He's trying to grow his YouTube channel. I think he's got a few subscribers. He's trying to grow his YouTube though. He streams mostly like Pokemon and like opening cards and stuff. It's kind of cool. I follow him. I might put a little syrup in there too, just to see what it tastes like. Not much. Then I'm going to put coconut oil. Thanks for the likes. What is that? I'm making a bullet coffee, or you can call it butter coffee. There's some coconut. We do this every morning. We chat, we talk, then we put our music up throughout the day. If you come by, then we get our watch hours so we can get monetized in a few months. Take a spoon. What's up, Doodle? How are you? If I don't know how to say your name, I just don't say it. So a little coconut oil. This is us building our bullet coffee we do every morning. And we go sit in a chair and chat. It's like a 30-minute show. Okay, did that. Where's the top? Okay, top. And then we'll do a little cream. This is how to build bullet coffee. There's plenty of videos before this that will show you. I don't usually tag them. They're the ones that have like 30 minutes. So that's all in there. A little sugar, a little syrup, a little coconut, and then we'll put the coffee here in a second. It's almost done. You can use any sweetener you want, whatever you want for sweetener. A little cream. You can use any cream you want to. Thank you. A little cream. You can do like a little sweeten if you have like a hazelnut. I've used hazelnut stuff. It's probably not good stuff in the hazelnut like creamer stuff, but nothing is like, oh, this is the organic way to do this or whatever. It's just make your bullet coffee. And why you want to do bullet coffee, you don't then need a lot of coffees throughout the day. You get that slow burn, and then you won't crave more coffee because and then you won't have heartburn and you won't crash from it. So we do this every day to help us perform at high levels. I'll show you. Most people don't even do the bullet coffee because they don't know about it because it's just literally on Google. You can read about it. You don't want to do a lot of coconut oil, but and we take our big thing of coffee here and we pour it. This is our own mollydogcoffee.com. Let's see what this comment says. It's probably something rude. You can have some. I can have some. Yeah, if you know how to make it. I'm teaching you how to make it. Uh and then we pour this in here. We do free shipping. Our stuff is grown at high altitude, so it's fresher. We have Uganda, which is Africa, Brazil. There we go. There's our coffee in there. Just be very careful of it in there now. Then we'll blend it up. Looks so good. I'll show you what it looks like when we finish this. Thank you so much. Hope you guys are well on this Friday. It's still hot, and we're gonna blend it. Don't blend it too long. There you go. There's your bullet coffee ready to drink in 9 minutes, which is quicker than someone yelling your name for $7. And our coffee's like under 20. Some of it's like 20 something, but uh there you go. You're gonna get a little froth on top. You're gonna get a little froth on top, little froth, and that's it. And then I usually drink it right here on the channel. So you know that our coffee isn't bitter. What makes coffee is bitter is the over when they overground it, when they grind it so much into like charcoal and stuff. So there you go. Put your top on. We have reallySassyStuff.com or reallysaltystuff.com, and then we drink it. You're going to get that coffee flavor. You're not going to get the sugary flavor. If you want more sugar, put more sugar in it. It probably this one needs maybe a little bit more sugar. I did have that sugar on the bottom, but and then this coffee mug. If you have any stainless steel, it should keep your coffee warm for a few hours, so you don't have to drink. We're making more of the stainless steel coffee mugs because it keeps your coffee hotter longer, and everyone's in a rush these days. So we do have ceramic on our site if you just want to chill at home. We have some middle finger ones there and stuff. What's your favorite finger? Stuff like that. So then I come out here and I chill for a little. I say what's up, excuse me. Then we put music up later, our indie music, and that plays all day until nighttime till 5, and then we stop it, and then we come back on at sometimes I come back and chat with people at 7, and sometimes I don't. It depends on my energy level. We're doing a lot during the day. Mostly chatting with people on threads and different sites and stuff like this too. That was just one sip. Yeah, you won't get the bitterness though with our coffee. That's a big problem. And then when the coffee is in the stores, it's sitting there for when it doesn't sell, it just sits for months and months and months. That's why they do the sales. They'll do like a buy one, get two free or whatever. They need to move that coffee because it's starting to get bad. I think coffee's only like good for like 2 weeks or something like that. It's freshest when it's 2 weeks. So that's what you have to know about coffee. You can do all the research on this stuff, but we know about coffee now. We try to educate ourselves. And it's a siren. That's the Bucks's logo is a siren, which in the story Moby Dick sings so beautifully that it lures the sailors in for the siren, the logo that the Bucks uses, and it lures the sailors in, which are these are the coffee drinkers coming in. It lures them in for their money. And then it makes them crash and then they drown. And then they drown. That's what it says on Google. I don't make this stuff up. That's a siren. That's what the logo is, a siren. And it sings so beautifully. Even if you asked a barista this, they wouldn't even know because they just have the job and they make your coffee and they write your name on the cup and they hand you your coffee. So ask them if they know what the logo is. Moby Dick is what it's taken from. That's actually the truth. Our coffee is taken from our dog, who's very fast. And when she gets loose, she doesn't give an F. So she just runs. And when you call her name, she doesn't come. She goes to strangers, though. She like wants all this. She has like all this energy without, she does, you shouldn't give dogs coffee. She has all this energy. What's up, Becca? How are you? Our friend Becca here in the chat. Here in the room. She has all this energy, our dog, and she just runs, 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 runs. She's so little, but she's like the youngest, I think, of the of her family, and I think all of her family members actually passed away in the South. That's where we got her from. When my dad was sick in 2015, we got him a dog. We had three dogs. We had Ashley, the beagle, who was a pain. My dad knew how to get her inside. She would eat the trash, and then she'd show her teeth if you tried to get her. Horrible when she get loose. Just like I don't know. She's just a beagle, a white and brown and black beagle when we were younger. And then we found Mandy Sanchez. We found Mandy on the street, I think. Um, and she was a Staffordshire Terrier, a brown Staffordshire. I'll have to dig up some pics of these dogs. And then we got Molly. Molly Dog Coffee is what we went after just, I think, this month or last month. Let me see if I can find some music here on S Blue Radio. I don't think our sound is working. Oh, there it is. Little music for you. So when she gets out, if she gets out, she hasn't got out in a long time. She'll like dig and try to make holes and stuff like that. She's very cute, but she's acts innocent, but she's not. If she gets loose, she's gone. And she'll go in other people. She'll go in other people's fenced in yards. I found her in someone's fenced in yard. I'm like, you can't be in someone's fence. You can't be in someone's fenced in yard. This isn't your yard. I had to catch her a few times. One time, she was here on the on when I had a different um chair, and my buddy was FaceTiming with me. I think Chris Tucker, who is like one of my friends, one of my good friends for 13 years, 16 years. It's been a while. We did a video together years ago, and she was here, and Chris and I were chatting about ideas on FaceTime or something, or Zoom, or one of those. And I forgot she was here, and I went to get the mail, and she was sitting here, but she was blending in with the chair. She kind of blends in with certain environments. It's like a darker chair. She's a darker dog, so she's like blending in. And I forgot she was sitting there sleeping, and I had the door slightly ajar. And when I got back, she was gone. She ran out of the house. Thanks for the like. She ran out of here. She said "F you" and got and left. And then I had to run so fast, and I hate running now. I used to want to run, and I used to want to be in the NBA, but then I realized there's just too much running in the NBA. Now you could probably play in the NBA because they do run, but I feel like LeBron doesn't run as much anymore. Anyways, she was gone, and then I caught her. She was sniffing some flowers, so I grabbed her real quick. But dogs, you got to keep them inside. Some dogs, they want to go for walks. I get it, but when it's cold in the North Pole, it's hard to go for a walk. You guys watching the Masters? The Masters have been on. Uh, I think the par three was yesterday, and maybe there was the first round. I don't even know who's winning. I did buy the golf game. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. They came out with the golf game for PGA something. It seems like EA was trying to do a game, but I think everyone's over on 2K now. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you play golf games, I haven't really been buying because I mean we're low on cash, but we're building up again. We did sell something on eBay. We sold some AI glasses to somebody. We're looking to get another pair of those. Now our vibes and anthems start at 9. I usually put it up at 8:30, so you'll get some of this music ahead of time. Yeah, hope you guys are well on this Friday. This is the new chair. I have the light here, and I can show you how it works. I assembled this the other day. It's like 120 bucks. You have different colors. I don't know if I'll put these on all the time, but you can have it do different things like that. You can get this on Amazon. I think it's Homo. Homo. We did put up a review of it. It's pretty good. It took about an hour to assemble. So it's got a little thing like that. I think you can get it on your phone too. You can thanks for the like. I think you can get it on your phone as well and change the color on your phone, but it does have a little thing it comes with. And then it hooks up two USBs. And then there's a thing on here, if I can find it. It gives me like a little back massage. So I like it. I'm selling the other chair I had used for a little while for, I think 75 or something like that. People always like to write to me and tell me of my prices are bad, and then they don't order. I'm like, why are you writing to me? Just go mind your own business. You're not buying, but you're like the price police. They come they come in night. I like chat with so many people on threads, chatting with everyone on threads. So many different things. We post questions and we get like good interactions and stuff. And then I go over to Facebook and it's literally like people like, "Hey buddy, I bought this back in 2021. That price is ridiculous. You're a jerk. I hate you." Like, okay, I'll never meet you. Why are you writing to me? We're not friends. Like who thinks that they should go through Facebook Marketplace and just write to people and stuff? Literally people with no like so much time on their hands. Mm, it's starting to get better, the coffee. I think I was tasting a little bit of the coconut. I think I might have put a little bit too much coconut oil in there. We got to start working on new songs. We got to work on new albums. I think my vinyl record player is broken. I haven't even got the record that we have. It's crazy. I haven't even got the record to play because remember I told you somebody took my uh power cord for it, so then we had to buy a off-brand power cord, and then I think it fried it. I don't know. I might have to buy another one. It sucks. It sucks when you what bothers me is the most, like pet peeves, I guess we could talk about, is when you save your money and you don't have a lot of money and you put it into something. Everything I've ever bought in 21 years, because this is the fifth business, right? Anything I've ever bought has been put into a business. Even if you think, oh, he's got pinball machines. I was streaming the pinball machines on Twitch and people would, donate, but I'd stand at the machines for hours chatting with people, and that was a business. Pinball Life, which is now Molly Dog Coffee, but it was sort of a business. It was sort of a nonprofit. We, had a few T-shirt sales or whatever, and got a few donations on Twitch, and that was back in 2015. I had quit a teaching job. I got a computer, and I went into streaming, and that was sort of right around the time I was doing drawing Disney online. So it was like that went into J Draws Disney, which has now become Honest Blue Radio, which is we're kind of combining everything, the art, the not so much the pinball because we got to sell some of those. We're going to hang on to one. But gaming is what I started with in the 80s. 83, I was drawing in 83. So that's the history of that, but nothing has ever been so my biggest pet peeve is when you buy something and then someone else tampers with it. Somebody else, you don't know who, because people lie today, they cheat, they steal, and you work hard, and this is what's going on with the world now, is with scam artists. People say, hey, I'll help your business if you buy this. They'll target you. So we were doing podcasts and we were then targeted by Pod Pilot, which we tried one with them and it was good, but then we tried to put up another one and it didn't work. So we said, hey, can we get our money back? Because it said 30-day money back guarantee, which was very hard to do, very hard to get back. It wasn't immediate. If anyone writes to us through Etsy or any of our sites through eBay, we give them their money back immediately. Why would we hang on to their money if they're not happy? That's just how you run businesses. We've been running businesses for 20 since 2005. So that's a big pet peeve for me is, yeah, you could go buy another one, but now I think it's a broken record player sitting here because the someone took the char I didn't take the charger. I don't know who took the charger. I asked questions. I said, well, where's the charger? And then they say stuff like, oh, we ate it. Like rude. I'm like, okay, well, do you not know? It wasn't me, it wasn't Betsy Blue, wasn't my mom, wasn't Molly. So it must have been you and three kids and your husband. Maybe. That's why you have to kind of have your own stuff and then tell people like, don't move my stuff ever. Don't touch it. I know where my stuff is. Like if my stuff is a mess, it's a mess. That's just on me. But I know where it is usually, you know. Anyways, that's what I got for you today. I hope you're well on this Friday. I'm drinking my coffee. I hope you are drinking your coffee. Cheers to you. Make sure you can stay calm today if anyone tries to make you mad and takes your charger for your record player. We got our chair hooked up. This chair is actually it was easier than the other chair that's sitting in the hallway to assemble. I do have some new stuff coming today because behind me is an NBA Jam by Arcade One Up, which I think the company went under because they were just putting out like Pac-Man after Pac-Man after Pac-Man, different versions of Pac-Man. And then they did pinball. They were doing so much. I think they just expanded too quickly. I don't know if another company owns them, but they have these little dowels. I'd show you, but they're over there. These little dowels. You put the machine together with like these little like turn screws and dowels, and then they have the board. You see the board, it's a MDF board, which is easier to screw into than actual wood. But I've lost some of the dowels and I just ordered some on Amazon. and then some screws that were effing up the MDF board. So then we can get this gaming system going, and then we can play. I still like it. I still love it. I think it's great. People were playing online. I don't know if people are still online because it's literally like 6 years old. But they would release new ones. They're like, "Oh, this is the Shack edition for 600 bucks." It's just like it's just a business, you know. There wasn't any like once you bought it, you paid the 500, and then the prices would drop because no one was buying a lot of them. I think I saw a Simpsons one, which you can play on. We have it on the 360. You can thanks for the like. You could buy the Simpsons, which I don't know if there was online leaderboards, but they had a bowling thing in the middle. They had the four-player, but it was small. They're all small. They didn't do like big size cabinets. And I saw it was like 500-600 bucks when it first came out, and then it dropped like very quickly. And I saw it at Walmart for like 200 bucks. I should have got it, but I'm like, "What's up? How are you? Hi, how you doing?" I saw it at like Walmart for like 150 or $200 when I was living in Florida. I never bought it because it would just be taking up room at this point. But I do have a golden tea that's kind of fun. I don't think I'll get rid of these because they were so cheap. You're from Thailand. What's up, Thailand? How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're having your coffee or tea or whatever you're drinking this morning. I did hear my mom was saying. I only have a few more minutes here to tell you this, but my mom was saying that if you drink, they gave people in like a hospital orange juice every morning. It was orange juice for some people, and I don't know why the other people didn't get orange juice. And those people that got the orange juice, they lived. I don't know how much longer they lived or whatever, but it was, they were getting fruit every day, a little fruit. Not all orange juice is made equal. Some of it has a lot of sugar in it, and juice in general has sugar in it, anyways. But they gave them that, and then those people lived, and I don't know if the other people didn't live or whatever. But it was sort of this. I don't know if it was a placebo effect or it was just the fact that they were nourishing their body. That's what we try to do here is educate with the coffee we sell. All fresh coffee. All the links are here, so I don't really promote them. Anyways, and we don't want like a ton of sales because we have to pay for the coffee first to actually get it sent to you. So if everyone ordered at once, we would be screwed. Um, anyways, that's just a little story I heard yesterday. She was telling me that. And we're doing a lot of voice stuff with her and asking her stories about her life too. I am I'm in the North Pole currently, but I'm going to be moving to a warmer climate eventually. Oh god, that's good. I barely drank a lot of this coffee. It's still full. The great thing about these stainless steel, if you have any from our reallySassyStuff.com or any from if you get it on, 10 bucks or 20 bucks, these are like 50. If you get them anywhere, they're gonna keep your coffee like throughout the day or till like at least noon. So you can be sipping on your coffee and not running out the door and trying to guzzle that stuff. That's a 20 ounce, so it's enough coffee to get you. That's probably why I don't fall asleep till like 11:30 or midnight. Anyways, I got like 1 minute. Our music is coming up in another 20 minutes or so. We played music all day, and then tonight too. This is our nighttime stream, which is very calming music. So you can download Honest Blue Radio on your app in the App Store if you have an iPhone. If you don't have an iPhone, you can go honestblueradio.com, or you can listen right here on YouTube, which we play it pretty much 24/7. There's a few dead hours from I think like 5 to 9, but then in that time you can go over to the app and listen to the music. It's all indie music, it's all original, and there's no ads, so we don't have ads. um, Once we get our watch hours, then we'll start putting more of everyone else's indie music on there, uh, probably from like 5 to 9 when we're not streaming on here. So that's how we'll do that coming up. But every watch hour here helps to get we're going to get our 4,000 watch hours in a few months here, because we were on TikTok messing around with them. I don't know why we did that. We thought that they had money, but they don't have money. Not that we're doing this for money. We're doing this to educate and grow a channel that's about positivity and being happy and chatting with people and letting people be heard and seen. If people come in here and they're rude, we don't really engage with them too much. Anyways, that's all I got for you. I hope you have an amazing Friday. Saturday's coming up. Thanks for the fire. I'm drinking my coffee. I'm gonna go eat, go see Molly, see my mom, see Betsy Blue. We're going to work on some new music. We're on Threads if you want to join us over there. Molly Dog Coffee is our name. Can you read Ty? No, I can't. Sorry. Um, that's all I got for you. Music's coming up every watch hour. Every time you watch us, it helps us out. And we're very much a live channel. Everything's live pretty much. We put up shorts that are done like in one take, and we have music as well that we're putting up. We have, almost 3,000 videos here in 7 years. We have other channels we're growing as well. Anyways, that's what I got for you. I hope you are well. Thanks for all the likes. It does help. I will talk to you later. Enjoy the music until 5, and then I might come back at 7, depending on my energy level. Hope you're well, friends. Peace.